Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're exploring the top 10 biggest superpowers in the world in 2025. The title of a superpower is not easily earned, and these countries have managed to secure their place at the top through a combination of military might, economic power, technological innovation, and diplomatic influence. But what makes them so influential? Why are these countries seen as global leaders? Be sure to like, subscribe, and watch till the end to uncover the reasons behind their dominance and how they are shaping the world in 2025. Let's dive into the details. Number 10, South Korea. South Korea has rapidly emerged as a superpower in 2025 due to its economic dynamism, technological innovation, and military strength. With a GDP of over $2 trillion, South Korea is a global leader in technology, particularly in electronics and semiconductors, with companies like Samsung and LG dominating global markets. Militarily, South Korea is a major power in East Asia, heavily backed by its strong alliance with the United States. The U.S.-South Korea military partnership ensures that the country has the resources and support to defend against potential North Korean aggression. The Korean Peninsula's strategic importance makes South Korea a key player in regional security. Emotionally, South Koreans feel a deep sense of pride in their country's economic success and technological achievements, particularly given the challenges they have faced over the decades, including the Korean War and the persistent threat from the North. South Korea's emotional commitment to democracy and freedom further strengthens its resolve to defend its sovereignty and global position. In 2025, South Korea's strong economy, cutting-edge technology, and powerful military make it one of the most influential nations globally, solidifying its place as a key superpower. Number 9, Brazil. Brazil is the largest economy in South America and one of the emerging superpowers in the global arena by 2025. With a GDP of around $2.5 trillion, Brazil is a leader in agriculture, energy production, and natural resources, making it a key player in the global market. The country is a major exporter of soybeans, coffee, beef, and iron ore, crucial to the world's supply chains. Brazil's military power in Latin America is unmatched, and the country plays a key role in regional diplomacy. Brazil is a founding member of the BRICS group, which includes Russia, India, China, and South Africa, allowing it to exert significant influence on global economic and political affairs. The emotional connection for Brazil's population is tied to its democratic values and the desire to be a major global player in shaping economic and environmental policies. Brazil's leadership in climate action, particularly in the Amazon, also positions it as an influential voice in global sustainability. In 2025, Brazil's growing economy, military influence, and regional leadership solidify its status as a rising superpower, capable of shaping global policies on trade, environmental protection, and sustainable development. Number 8, Japan. Japan remains a major global superpower in 2025, despite its pacifist constitution and post-World War II history. With a GDP of over $5 trillion, Japan is the world's third largest economy, driven by its technological advancements, particularly in robotics, electronics, and automobile manufacturing. Japan is home to tech giants like Sony, Toyota, and Panasonic, which drive innovation globally. Militarily, Japan has the Self-Defense Forces, a powerful force that is growing more capable despite constitutional constraints on its military capabilities. Japan is deeply committed to U.S.-Japan security ties, hosting U.S. military bases and playing a vital role in the Asia-Pacific security environment. Japan's emotional connection to its status as a superpower is tied to its post-war recovery and transformation into a peaceful, democratic nation. It is also deeply involved in global trade, technology development, and climate change efforts. Emotionally, Japan is driven by a strong sense of national pride and the desire to maintain its sovereignty and independence in a rapidly changing world. Japan's role as a leader in global trade and technology ensures that it remains one of the most influential powers on the global stage in 2025. Number 7, France. France has long been a significant global superpower, and in 2025 it maintains its position as a leading military and economic power. As a permanent member of the UN Security Council, France holds considerable diplomatic influence. The The country has nuclear weapons and one of the world's most capable military forces, which it projects across Europe, Africa, and beyond. France's GDP in 2025 is estimated to be over $3 trillion, making it one of the world's top economies. The country has a strong manufacturing sector, including aerospace, with companies like Airbus, and is a leader in luxury goods and fashion. France's global influence is also bolstered by its role in international organizations, including the European Union and NATO, where it plays a critical leadership role. France's cultural influence through art, literature, and cuisine continues to shape global perceptions. Emotionally, France views itself as a symbol of liberty, equality, and fraternity, ideals that it promotes around the world. The emotional toll of historical events, such as the French Revolution and World War II, shapes its commitment to defending democracy and human rights globally. In 2025, France's combination of military power, economic might, and cultural influence solidifies its place as a global superpower. Number 6. Germany. Germany is Europe's largest economy and one of the world's most influential superpowers. With a GDP of over $5 trillion in 2025, Germany remains a global economic powerhouse, driven by its industrial sector, including automobile manufacturing, with giants like Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz. Germany's export-driven economy makes it the world's third-largest exporter, with key industries ranging from engineering to renewable energy. Germany also exerts considerable influence within the European Union, where it plays a leading role in shaping policies on trade, immigration, and climate change. Politically, Germany's leadership in Europe provides it with significant diplomatic influence, especially as the EU's de facto leader. Militarily, Germany has modernized its forces, although it remains committed to NATO and collective defense. Germany's global soft power is immense, with its commitment to democracy and human rights resonating worldwide. Germany's emotional connection to its status as a superpower is intertwined with its past. Having rebuilt its economy after World War II, Germany views itself as a symbol of resilience, peace, and European integration. In 2025, Germany remains a leading voice in both global diplomacy and economic affairs, with a significant role in shaping the future of Europe and the world. Number 5. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom remains a global superpower in 2025 despite its exit from the European Union and ongoing political challenges. The UK's influence is rooted in its military power, economic strength, and diplomatic leadership. As a permanent member of the UN Security Council, the UK holds significant global diplomatic weight. Additionally, the UK maintains one of the world's most advanced military forces, with capabilities that include nuclear weapons, cutting-edge fighter jets, and a powerful navy. The UK's economy, valued at over $3 trillion, is one of the largest in the world, with a strong financial sector centered around London. The country also remains a leader in technology, finance, and research. Despite Brexit, the UK has managed to maintain strong global trade ties, particularly with the United States and Commonwealth nations. Emotionally, the UK views itself as a global power, leveraging its historical role as a colonial force to assert influence in international affairs. While the country faces challenges related to post-Brexit trade deals and domestic political tensions, its cultural influence, economic prowess, and military capabilities ensure its continued role as a superpower in 2025. The UK's unwavering support for international democracy and human rights further solidifies its global influence, making it a key player on the world stage. Number 4. India. India is poised to become one of the leading superpowers by 2025, driven by its rapid economic growth, strategic location, and military modernization. As the world's most populous country, India has a growing labor force and is increasingly seen as a critical player in the global economy. India's GDP in 2025 is expected to exceed $4 trillion, making it the world's 5th largest economy. The country is also a global leader in information technology, with Bangalore serving as a major hub for software development and outsourcing. Militarily, India is becoming a significant power, investing heavily in defense and acquiring advanced weapons systems, including missiles and aircraft. The country's nuclear capabilities, coupled with its military partnerships with the United States and Russia, enhance its strategic position. Emotionally, India's rise is tied to its national pride and the sense of emerging power that has been built over decades of self-reliance and non-alignment. India is also gaining influence in global diplomatic circles, particularly in Asia and the Indian Ocean. The country's leadership in the BRICS and its growing economic ties with other developing nations help bolster its global stature. In 2025, India's powerful combination of demographic strength, economic influence, and military capability ensures that it is a key player on the world stage. Number 3. Russia. Russia remains a major superpower in 2025 largely due to its military strength and energy resources. With nuclear capabilities that rival the US and an estimated 6,375 nuclear warheads, Russia maintains significant global influence. Its military is considered one of the most formidable in the world. With modernized air defense systems and advanced missile technology, Russia's political influence is also considerable, with President Vladimir Putin maintaining a tight grip on power and advocating for a strong Russia on the world stage. In terms of economic power, Russia's reliance on oil and gas exports has bolstered its standing, particularly in Europe and Asia. Russia's energy dominance makes it an essential player in global markets, with the Nord Stream pipeline and Eastern Siberian oil exports playing a crucial role. Emotionally, many Russians view their nation as a defender of sovereignty and national pride, especially in the face of Western sanctions and international pressure. Russia's territorial ambitions, particularly in regions like Ukraine, demonstrate its desire to assert dominance in Eastern Europe and the former Soviet Union. Despite economic challenges and political isolation, Russia remains a powerful superpower in 2025, challenging Western influence through military might, strategic alliances, and energy dominance. Number 2. China. China has rapidly risen as a global superpower, with an economy projected to overtake the US by the early 2030s. In 2025, China's GDP is expected to approach $22 trillion, making it the world's second-largest economy. China's rise is driven by its manufacturing power, technological advancements, and a growing consumer market. China has invested heavily in its military, becoming the world's largest standing army, with over 2 million active personnel. The People's Liberation Army has modernized its capabilities, especially in cyber warfare, missile technology, and naval power. Emotionally, China's government sees its rise as a return to historical greatness, and its vision for the future is encapsulated in its Belt and Road Initiative, which aims to expand China's economic and strategic influence across Asia, Africa, and Europe. China's technological sector has become a global leader, with companies like Huawei and Alibaba pushing boundaries in 5G and e-commerce. Politically, China's power is rooted in its authoritarian model, which allows it to make swift, decisive policy changes that impact global markets. However, China faces internal challenges, including an aging population and rising inequality. Despite these issues, China's military and economic influence in 2025 solidifies its role as a top superpower, competing fiercely with the US for global dominance. Number 1. United States. The United States remains the world's most powerful superpower in 2025 despite growing competition. The US continues to dominate economically, militarily, and politically. As of 2025, its GDP remains the largest in the world, valued at over $25 trillion. The U.S. military budget exceeds $700 billion, allowing it to maintain global military superiority with over 800 military bases around the world. The U.S. holds the world's strongest dollar, and its financial influence extends globally, from Wall Street to the global banking system. American technological innovation leads the world, with companies like Apple, Google, and Tesla continuing to set trends in innovation. Politically, the U.S. remains an influential member of global institutions, from the United Nations to NATO. Emotionally, for many Americans, this dominance is tied to their national pride and their role as global protectors of democracy. The U.S. also exerts considerable soft power through cultural influence via Hollywood, social media, and pop culture, spreading American ideals across the globe. However, the U.S. faces growing challenges from countries like China and Russia, making its future as the top superpower uncertain. But in 2025, the U.S. remains the most significant global player with unmatched military reach and technological dominance. These nations represent the powerhouses shaping the future in 2025, whether through economic strength, military might, or technological advancement. As these countries continue to rise, global dynamics will be dramatically influenced by their actions. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on global politics. See you next time.